guys, we have many people that help save youth in our community. Let's talk to Darnell Masterson, a local activist who has organized clothing and food drives, started community programs, and mentored families at risk. Darnell, how long would you say you've been involved in the nonviolence movement?
I guess it just all became from a lifestyle. I guess really my whole life, but just part of just putting things together and organizing things. I should say I've been involved for about 3 years now.
Okay, and what made you become involved in the nonviolence movement?
It was just really just being in the lifestyle of it all, and just being able to see things firsthand and witnessing things, and it's just really just try to set a different impact, just either being involved in it or just being a part of it.
Okay, and what kind of activities or events would you say you get involved in, or you actually, host yourself to help in the community?
Actually, I get off into more food and clothes giveaway, more mentorship to the younger adults and things like that, as far as gardening programs, and just trying to be hands-on with everybody on a personal level instead of doing things on a major event.
Okay, and with that, do you necessarily feel like it's helping in the community and it's helping with our teens that are growing up in the society?
Yes, I feel that I am reaching out in the right way, because a lot of people, when they need help, they will call me or they will come to me, but when they're in the midst of being in violence and things like that, they do ignore me. But I do feel like I do set a good impact, just because a lot of people who I grew up with and things like that, they still look at me as the same, instead of saying, oh, well, we can't deal with you just because you're not in the same field that we into. But they always call me for the advice and things like that. So I feel I have made a big impact on a lot of their lives, because they can't come to a lot of people and talk to them like that or just get any type of advice. And I feel like since I'm there for them, I just feel that they feel like it's like I'm a better outreach than going to a book or going to a lot of different other people. They feel like I'm trustworthy, so I do feel like I do set off a good impact in their lives.
And that's amazing. Is there any certain age group that you specifically deal with or talk to?
Yes, it's more people the 20 to 30 years of age, but my personal effort and my personal goal is to reach out to the younger adults that's more 15, 16 years old, because I feel like that's when I was more influenced in getting in the streets and getting involved with crime and things like that, when I was about that age, because you trying to determine if you want to be your whole lifestyle at that time. You have a lot of character and things that you want to address. So I feel like that's the age that I do try to reach out to, but I do feel it's important to be hands-on with parents, mother, father, single, no matter what. I just feel like it's important to be hands-on with the parents, though, but my obligation is everyone.
Okay, awesome. And so, as of now, do you deal with, I guess I would say, primarily males, females, or is it just a good, selection of everyone at this point?
Well, it is a little difficult dealing with women, on those different terms, because not saying I don't understand their situation, because I do. My mother was single, raising her boys, so I do understand from a woman's perspective, but as a man, it's kind of... It's like I know from hands-on and from experience what I could benefit them with, instead of really guessing too much of how I could be at a female assistance and things like that. But I do try to network with other females, so I can lead them in the right direction if I can. Help them on too much with advice or leadership or anything like that. But I deal with all. I deal with all people, male and female, because it is important that I get a relationship with them instead of having a biased input on their situations in life.
Understandable. Is there one specific moment where you can kind of reflect on, a moment where you felt proud after you helped, whether it was a male or a woman, but where you felt good after you gave them the assistance and, talked to them and helped them out in their situation?
Oh, yeah, in plenty of situations, but just speaking on my personal life and me helping people, I was about 16, 17 at this time, and I was doing whatever on the streets, whatever to get me by in life, and I was staying in Indianapolis at this time, and I linked forces with this program, and it was called AIM, and no matter what I did in life, I will always run to that program for assistance, and it all started me because we used to go feed the homeless, go to different places and do little support groups and things like that. So that kind of like influenced me to start helping others and things like that. But once I seen that I was able to help others in that field, it made me feel proud of who I was. So it gave me an opportunity to change my life because I knew my abilities and things like that.
Okay. Do you have anything planned in the future, I should say, to, give back to the community or to continue to help out in the community?
Oh, yeah, most certainly. To change neighborhoods into communities. And my overall plan in the future is to network with one another and support local, support households, and support adults with education to provide for their children, and just express different talents where they can share with their children more on the garden. Children love to play in the dirt, and parents, they have no idea, but they love to eat the produce. So it's like a hands-on relationship that they don't have with the parents, that they can actually come together and merge and find a similar grounds where they could actually build a relationship. So those are my plans in the future, really to reunite people to have a particular cause that we need to fight for to stop violence, provide better education, provide better morals for families and things like that. So those are my ultimate goals in the future.
Okay, well, I can say you have some amazing goals. You've been doing a great job in the community, thank you and keep it up. I thank you for coming on this show, and we look forward to seeing you more in the community and seeing what you have going on. I'm definitely interested in coming to see, what's going on here and what you have here in Fort Wayne.
And thank you for having me.
Oh, it's definitely my pleasure. Thank you. Coming up next, we're doing